Guys, very good morning. This is Ruvi here.
Yeah, hi, good morning.
Yeah, so very good morning for the first class of your data science and AI. So, just as a part of introduction, just let me introduce myself. Myself is Ruvi. I do have around 15 years of experience in the field of data science and AI. So, I started my career as analytics. Okay. Then I do have experience in each and every department in your data science and analytics. I worked in MNC companies, like IBM, okay, Microsoft, okay. So now even I'm advisor for a number of startups, okay. So coming to uh, this is my profile in a brief manner, okay. So and I will be your instructor, okay. So and if you have any queries and directly, you can just ping me on this email ID. Okay, so this is my email ID. Okay, please note my email ID. If you have any queries or if you have any what do you call need to be doubts need to be solved in the classes. So every day, my classes be from Monday to Friday. Okay, so and it'll be from 7 to 8. Okay, so basically the classes will be like this. Okay, so it'll be highly interactive, and I'll be recording these sessions, and I'll be uploading the sessions to your drive. Okay, so if you have any point of time during the class, you can just interrupt me, and I can be able to solve your queries. Okay, and don't feel any what do you call any it's a basic. Everyone will be learning from the scratch. So I'll be teaching the subject from the scratch. Okay, so I have taught many students in my life, and many students, they are in a very good positions. Okay, so now basically just I want to introduce about yourself. Okay, so let me come from Mukul. Yeah, Mukul, just may know more about yourself.
Sure. So, as we already discussed, right, Rutvik, currently I'm working as a product manager, and so about technologies and all, I worked on few technologies like iOS development and Java, but that was in college. And after that, for two or
Okay,
three
okay. I
years, I
think I
worked.
think I met you right in once for demo class, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay, then I know about you. Thank you, Mukul. Thank you. Welcome all more.
Thank
Yeah,
you, Rutvik.
Sheikh.
Hi, good morning, everyone. So I come with an experience of about 13 plus years of experience. Um, uh, Most of my experience has been into HR domain. So
Okay,
I've been into different, domains of HR, also verticals of HR where I've been hiring for IT recruitment as well. So
okay,
I had my own organization before. Um, as a startup, here I am. The company shut down, so I'm looking for a career transition.
okay. Great, great. So that's it. Yeah. Very nice. Very nice to interact with you. So, Mr. Sami told that there will be some other candidates to be joining. Okay, no issue. Let us just start your classes from today. So, see, what is our plan of action for the first 3 months? Okay. See, basically, that we'll be discussing in this today's class. Okay. What is our plan of action? What we do? Okay. What I will teach you, and basically, what is the learning outcome of this actually? Okay. See, before one thing I will be discussing with you. Okay. So, data science is not an individual game player in your organization. Okay, so it is not an individual game player. Fine. So it depends on many departments. Okay, so just I will show you one slide, a very interactive slide. So before getting into your concepts of your data science, just I want to show you one slide. Hope you are able to see my screen.
Yes.
Yeah. See, one thing you should understand that data science is not an individual department in your organization. For example, if you tell that I did machine learning program course, and basically I did what you call deep learning program course, or generative AI program course, I need a job. Okay, it's highly impossible. Why? Because in your real time, data science depends upon n number of other departments to create the projects, to deploy the projects. Okay, for example, if you see this, what you call a presentation here, the data science will be depending upon your data analytics departments, data warehousing department, data engineering department, real-time analytics, okay, business intelligence, then cloud computing, and then Azure Data Factory, data activators, project management. These many departments, okay, will be working with your data science in order to create, develop, validate, okay, evaluate, and deploy your data science projects. It's not a single man game. See why? Because, for example, you are developing one machine learning model or predictive model. Okay, machine learning model. See, what is this machine learning model? A machine. I will take one machine. Okay, for example, you take a robot. I will take a machine. I will train this robot. Okay, basically to identify. Okay, what are the different shapes of your vegetables, right? Okay, so I'll train this robot to identify different shapes of your vegetables. Okay, now after training this robot, what are the different shapes of vegetables? I'll give some sample data, okay, of the vegetables. Fine, so that the robot will start predicting the vegetables. Why? How it happens? See, how you are able to train your machine learning model with the help of your vegetables data. Yes or no? Now, where is this vegetables? For example, you are working as a data scientist in your big basket, Flipkart, okay, from e-commerce, what do you call it, companies, very big companies. Now, if you know very big companies like these companies, they'll be getting the data, huge amount of data. They'll be storing the huge amount of data, okay, which is highly unstructured in the manner, which is called as a raw data, which is called as a raw data. Okay. So where they store the data, they store the data in something called as clouds. Okay. So we have clouds like your Azure clouds. Okay. We have AWS clouds. Basically, you do have, you know, GCP clouds where we store that highly unstructured data. Please understand the unstructured data. It is a raw data. See, for example, when you go to your vegetable market, okay, you won't take the vegetables and you won't buy the vegetables and directly go to your home and cook the vegetables, right? What you will do? You will take the vegetables, then you will clean the vegetables, right? Okay, you take the raw vegetables, then you clean the vegetables, then you start preparing the food, yes or no, right? Or dishes. Similarly here also, whatever the data that is available in your real-time market is a highly unstructured data. Okay, it is highly unstructured. It is what is highly unstructured. All these things we'll discuss in next coming classes. Okay. See, basically, that is a raw data. Why I'm calling it the raw data? Because that is a data that is available in the market as an initial data. Okay. See, for example, you are diagnosing the patient condition. Okay. So in the ICU, right? So you'll be getting the data from the patient. Okay. How we are getting the data from the patient from the sensors? What is this heart pulse? What is this oxygen levels? What is this? What do you call ECG records? Completely, you'll be getting all the live data, the real time data inside your system, right? So this is the raw data basically. Okay. So raw data, I can tell, I can define it is a data set that is the first available in your market, and it is highly unstructured data. See, what is unstructured? Basically, the data will be having many missing values, null values, or maybe it won't be in a proper format. Okay, all these are unstructured data. So that unstructured data, they'll be storing in your different file formats. That is very important in your on your cloud actually. Okay, so now as a data scientist, you should be able to understand how to extract this data from the cloud. Yes or no? Then which department you need to able to work with? Cloud computing department. Yes or no? You need to able to work with cloud computing department. Fine. Then only you will be able to understand your data. See, data scientist means Okay, data, you need data, right? Where is the data? On your clouds, in your real-time environment. They won't store your data on your Excel and all. Okay, maybe they may store some small data, but most 99% of your data, they will be on your clouds. That is the reason why you should be able to understand what is cloud computing engineering. Okay, that is very important. How to collect the data from your cloud, what kind of data we need to store in the cloud, what kind of data, how can we store, how can we retrieve the data. This is very important. Okay, then we need to extract the data directly. We will train your machine learning model. No, there is a process involved here. There is a process involved here. Okay, so basically, okay, so now see here, we have a cloud here. Okay, where we have unstructured data. Okay, now we need to extract the data, and directly we can't give this data to the machine model. Directly we can't give this data like this. Why? Because if you give this raw data, which is highly, which is having more impurities to the machine learning model, what happens? Your machine learning model will behave in a different way. Yes or no? For example, you are using this machine learning model in the aircraft. Okay. Any queries, guys? Yeah, I think one candidate has joined. Jaldeep. Hi, Jaldeep.
Yes. Hi, good
Yeah,
morning.
hi, Jaldeep. This is Ruvi. So just we started the classes, not even 1 minute. So we were discussing about, very simple concept. Okay, so just you can follow it. Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, so I'll take your introduction later. So basically, what we are telling basically, data science is not a single man game. It is a combination of your multiple departments. Okay, so basically
Mm-hmm.
data science, that's what the same thing. It depends upon this data analytics, data warehousing, data engineering, real time analytics, business intelligence, and cloud, and all these departments will work together. Okay, with the data scientist to develop and deploy your data science solutions. So this is all. This is what we are just discussing. Just started the classes. Not to worry. Now, what you should
Mm-hmm.
understand here, whatever the data set that you are stored on your clouds, okay. So directly, I can't give that to your machine learning model or something. I can't even analyze. I can't even analyze the data. Okay, I analyze the data directly. Okay. So what should I do? Basically, I need to involve in some data transformation techniques. Okay. That is, I need to process your data. I need to clean your data, right? So all these things, that is before, that is your, see, this is your data science. Data science, okay, the core subjects in your data science are machine learning, deep learning, NLP, okay, generative AI. These are the core subjects. But core subjects depends upon n number of departments. Okay, for example, here itself you are seeing what is happening. If you want to extract the data from the cloud, you need to have the cloud computing knowledge, right? So basically, then basically you need to extract the data. How will you extract the data? You will create something called as data pipelines. You create something called as data pipelines. Okay, to extract the data from the cloud and dump to the data to the staging areas, something called as lake houses. Okay, what who will create all these things? Okay, so these two components will be created by a data engineering guy. Okay, so there is, as a data scientist, you should be able to understand what is data engineering, right? Once we load this data to the staging process called lakehouse, we again build a pipelines to transform your data. Okay, to clean, to transform your data, we build the pipelines. Okay, again data engineering will comes into picture to load. Once you clean your data, where you will load your very clean data or structured data. Here we are storing unstructured data. Okay, so what is unstructured data? It is a highly messy data. It contains lot of missing values, lot of null values. Okay, lot of format, what you call formats are not good. Okay, they are not in a proper format. Okay, they are not following the conditions of your data science. Okay, so this is your unstructured data. I'll show you in a practical way what is unstructured data, how it will be stored. Don't worry about all those things. I'll start from scratch. Just I'm giving an overall view of your data science projects. Okay. So once basically we transform the data, we store the data, structure data in something called as data warehouse. Very, very, very important in the field of data science. Okay. So whenever in the interview, in the questions, when I ask some students, data science students, okay, who came for the interview, where you will store your structured data. Okay, they don't know basically, right? So data warehouse is a place where I store your highly structured data. It is highly clean data. Okay. Once I store in your data warehouse, okay. So once I store, again, data warehouse is a big concept. What is data warehouse? How can we create your warehouse? What is ETL process? Extraction, transformation, loading. Okay. So all these, this is a data warehousing department. This is a data engineering department. Okay. This is a cloud computing department. Okay. See here how many departments are involved. Okay. So once we store the data in your data warehouse, we can start. Okay. So just let me, just erase this. Once we store the data in your data warehouse, okay, we can analyze your data. See, we have stored your data, clean data, structured data in your warehouse. Then what to do with the data? What to do with the data? One thing, I can analyze my business insights. I can understand the patterns in your data. Why I need to understand the patterns in my data? Okay. I can analyze my business insights. For example, what is my sales? What is my sales over a period of, okay, 3 years, like 2000, 2001, 2022. What is my sales over the period of 2 years, whether it is increasing or decreasing? Suppose if it is increasing, then what is my sales over the period of 2023? What is my future? All these things are nothing but analyzing of your business data with the help of some tools like your Power BI, Tableau, QuickSense. All these are different analytical tools. Now this is nothing but your D&A department, data and analytics department, with which you deal with. I'm very sorry, guys. Just a milk wala is. So D&A department, with which your data analytics, data scientist will describe. Data scientist will describe. Okay, fine. So basically, now not only analytics, basically that is what is analytics. Basic, getting the insights of your data business. This is not about insights. I can just visualize my data in this manner. Okay. Not only analytics, I want to predict the data. Now, see, by doing analytics, I can able to understand, okay, this is my data, this is my sales over the period of these 3 years. But what is my, now we are in 2024. What is my sales in 2025, 26? That is nothing but I need to do certain things like predictions. I need to predict my sales with the help of DNA department. Sorry, with help of DNA department, I can't predict my sales. Okay, then which department I need? I need a machine learning department, okay, which is the core department of your data science, okay, to predict my sales, where I design a machine learning model, I develop a machine learning model, I train a machine learning model with the help of this data stored in your warehouse. Okay, for that I need some training algorithms. Okay, then I will make the machine learning model to understand my data. Then it will start predicting. When I give the test data, it starts predicting, okay, this is based on the data what I have till 2000 to 2024. I can start predicting my data after 2024 like this. Okay, so that is, I can develop some predictive systems, which is very, very, very important for every business nowadays to stay in the competition and be healthy. Yes or no, right? Otherwise, we can't take the right decisions. Okay. So this is how your data science, depends on n number of departments to develop its what you call it can be your analytics, it can be your predictions, any projects, and number of things basically. Okay. So you should be able to understand all these departments. We'll go step by step. We'll try to understand all these departments in different manner. Okay. So now what is very important here, what you need to understand is your first and foremost, again, there is a myth in your data science. Okay. So I need to get into machine learning very fast. No. Okay. I'll tell you directly, if you get into your machine learning, you can't learn anything basically. I told you, right? There are many departments involved in your data science and artificial intelligence. Okay. So basically, if I tell data science is your human body, okay, right? If it is a human body, okay. So for example, this is our human body. We have legs, hands, okay, right? Now, how can I compare your data science departments in different parts of your human body? Okay. So I'll tell you one thing. The heart of your human body or your data science is nothing but your DNA, data and analytics. Very, very, very important. It is the first stage of your data science engineering, okay, where everyone should spend at least some time, in order to understand the basics of your data and analytics. Okay. Why? Because in data and analytics department, we will handle the data, we'll prepare your data. For example, if you see your you know uh, if you see the life cycle of your data science or machine learning, the complete life cycle of data science, the 50% of your life cycle of machine learning or data science, okay, it's nothing but your DNA department. I'll show you right away now. Okay, now see here, this is the life cycle of your what do you call life cycle of your data science or machine learning, where the first phase is you're gathering your data. Okay, see, fifth phase is you're training the machine learning model. Okay, but what is the first phase? First phase is you're gathering the data. Very, very important. Who will gather the data, sir? Data scientists will take a role of data analyst, will start gathering the data. Once we gather the raw data, just now I explained you one small diagram, right? That the same thing what we are discussing here. Once we gather the data, we prepare the data, then we clean the data. What is data wrangling? Data wrangling means data cleaning or data transformation. Everything is same. We clean the data, then we analyze the data. Yes or no? After analyzing the data, we develop your machine learning models, then we'll train the data. That is, out of 7 stages in your data science or machine learning life cycle, 5 stages belongs to your DNA department, sir. Please try to understand. When you go to the industries for your interview, 100% they will focus on your DNA department. They'll ask many questions. Are you expertise in Power BI? Are you expertise in your Fabric? How can you load your data? Okay. What tools you are working? Okay. So directly, if you tell that, sir, I'm machine learning engineer, I started developing. Nothing is there machine learning. Everything is ready-made. Nothing is in your data science. Everything is your ready-made. All machine learning algorithms are available in the form of libraries. Just you should know which library you should use and start training. That's it. Okay. So, but where you need to spend more time in your studies is your DNA department. That is where your success belongs to. That is the reason why here in your classes, I will focus more on your DNA department. Okay. So what is this DNA department? Then I will get into your machine learning, okay, which is a core subject of your data science. Then you feel starting comfortable. Okay. So basically I'll spend 1 month of time, 1.5 month of time in my classes, okay, about your DNA department. I will discuss what is data analytics, what is analytics, okay, what are the different types of analytics, okay, then what is raw data, what is data sets, okay, then what is the data transformations, what tools are involved in your data transformations, okay, then we'll kickstart your Power BI, very, very important concepts. Okay, Power BI. Without Power BI in your resume, no one will shortlist you, sir, for the data science projects. Why? Because Microsoft has occupied 99% of your data science industry, sir. 99%, I can say. Why? Because Microsoft is developing a products, AI products in such a way that they are very user friendly and they are very, very, very effective. Okay. in deploying your data science solutions. Okay, so that is the reason why your Microsoft products like your Power BI, it is integrated with every tool of your AI from the Microsoft. If you don't know Power BI, you can't easily understand how this happens. That is the reason why Power BI will start as the basics in next coming classes. So that's what my idea. So we'll spend time on your data analytics, then we'll spend time on different departments like your data engineering. We call these are experiences. Okay, we call experiences. Okay, so we spend time on your different departments. We spend time, of n number of things before getting into your machine learning. It will take, so generally I have given 3 months of period of time to finish your DNA. That is your first semester. Now we talk about how generative AI is used in your data analytics. What is meant by AI-enabled data analytics? Okay, so all these things we'll discuss. Okay, in the first 3 months, but however, I need 1.5 month time to finish all these thing concepts. Okay, then after 1.5 month time, I will be entering into your machine learning. Okay, I will make you within 2 months. I will make you to develop a machine learning model, that is your data science model. I will make you to develop a machine learning model, validate a machine learning model, test and deploy a machine learning model. Once you do that, okay, now you are a data scientist. That is, I will make you as a data scientist within 2 months. From the third month, you can start working as a data scientist in the market. No one will stop you. That is for sure. Okay, but I need your first 3 months, okay, to focus on whatever I'm telling, so that you will be having flying colors. Yeah. Okay, so the classes will be very interactive, not to worry. Okay, at any point of stage, if you have any queries, you can stop me, and I'll be focusing on the quality of the training. Okay, not to worry about all these things. Now, see what is your, then the now comes into your, now you understood what is, like, basically, you understood one thing, that okay, so what to study now, right? What to study now in the classes, right? That is very important. That was my agenda of this class today. uh, Apart from that, we'll kickstart today what is data science all about. So data science is all about processing or analyzing or studying the data to extract meaningful insights of your business. See, it's all about understanding your data of your business. What is the name itself is suggesting? Data science. What is that? It is a science that is related to, it is a science that is related to some data. That is, it's all about the process of studying the data to extract meaningful insights of your business. For example, you are running particular a retail business. What kind of data, okay, I need to handle? Okay, what kind of basically, what you call insights I can get from my retail business data? If you are running on healthcare industry, what kind of what you call business insights I can get from my healthcare industry? Okay, so it's all about that. Your data science is very simple. If you are able to understand your data properly, why you need to understand your data properly? You need to analyze your data. Okay, so you need to get some business insights from your data. Unless or until I get some business insight from my data, I can't, evaluate my business. I can't carry out my business. So data science is all about understanding your data, okay, to get more insights, okay, to perform your day-to-day activities of your business. A very simple definition of your data science. Okay. Now, what are the different departments in your data science, and basically, how you can develop your career as a data scientist? A very big question, right? Okay, so before getting into that, just I want to show you another slide. Now, what is data science? Data science is process of analyzing or studying of data to extract meaningful insights of your business. Just now we have discussed. Also, it will help the data scientist to ask and answer the questions like what happened, why it has happened, what will happen, what can be done with the results. Don't worry about this I will explain you soon. This phrase or sentence will be very clear for you after some time in my class. Now, before getting into that, so let me explain you how you can develop your career as a data scientist. What are the different ways we have? Okay, see, in your data science, the first and foremost, the I can say it is the basics of your data science is your D&A department, data and analytics. Okay, where you spend some time, okay, in your D&A department to understand the data, to analyze the data, to play with a number of tools. Okay, then we have basically machine learning department. Okay, then we have deep learning. Okay, which is a subset of your machine learning. Then NLP, natural language processing. Then we have generative AI. Okay, so these are all the core departments of your data science. Now, if you want to go technically, this is the track. Fine, this is a track. Now, what you can do here, once you do this combination is done, once I finish D&A and machine learning part, what you can do, even you can choose one basically in your Apshala, one elective called VP Data Analytics. If you see your, I think Mr. Samir would have been explained this, right? So VP Data Analytics part where we will be teaching you regarding your data science project management. Very, very important. What is this data science project management? Basically, you can start working as a project manager in your data science. Okay, now you know how to basically gather the data, how to deploy your data science projects. Basically, you know end-to-end what you call scenarios of your data science, right? Now, how can you manage your projects? Okay, how can you maintain the people, right? So it's all about the management of your data science projects, where you can start working as a data science project manager even after finishing these two modules. Okay, so like this you can choose your career path, fine. Okay, so this we'll discuss soon. Okay, so now I do have a presentation regarding your career path. So this is your career path, how you can develop your data science. Okay, so you can start your basically it all depends upon your suppose if you are a fresher, you can start your career as a junior data scientist or an analyst, then senior data scientist, then lead data scientist. Now here, you can just divert yourself into technical, or this is your technical path, principal data scientist or chief data scientist, or you can go as a data science manager, data science director, vice president of your data science. This is how you can achieve your peaks in your data science. To get into this position, it will take some time. It will take some time. But these two positions will take some time. But these and all, it requires experience, not a data science experience. I'm telling you, 4 to 6 years of experience are that is more than enough. Okay, so this is how you can develop your career path in your data science. Okay, now without wasting any time, let us get into the first and foremost important department in your data science called data analytics. A very, very, very important. What is data analytics? Basically, as a data scientist, how can I play an important role as a data analyst? Okay, so we'll be discussing these topics today, and I'll be introducing you to the tool called Power BI without wasting my time. Yeah. So, what is data analytics? See, data analytics is all about science of analyzing the raw data sets. Please understand the concept of raw data set. Please underline this. It is a science of analyzing your raw data sets in order to derive a conclusion regarding the information they hold. If you want to understand what information the data is handling or holding, okay, or residing in it, okay, then you need to analyze your data. What kind of data? Raw data sets. So data science is all about, it is a science of analyzing the raw data sets in order to derive the information they hold. So this is a theoretical part of your data analytics. I can call this is a definition of data science also, is or not? The same data science definition we have just seen. Okay, now how can we understand this data analytics practically better than theoretically? That is very important. Okay, so let us understand data analytics practically in very soon. Okay, so once we start your Power BI. Okay, so now this is the definition of your data analytics. It is the science of analyzing the raw data sets in order to derive the information they hold. Okay, for example, what is this raw data set? As I told you, Okay, whenever you go to your market to purchase vegetables, okay, whatever the vegetables I'm purchasing is a raw vegetables. Yes or no? I don't have any. Basically, it is a very unclean, vegetables, because directly it has been taken from the farms. Okay, that is nothing but here also in your data science also, whatever the data that is generated in your business, okay, that is nothing but your raw data set. That is the first data that is generated in your business. Okay, see, for example, I'll show you some what you call examples of your raw data sets. Okay, so straight away, for example, I'll open I got your access of your Apshala CRM. Okay, just I'll open one CRM of your Apshala. What is your CRM? Customer relationship management. Yes or no? Right? CRM is nothing but your customer relationship management, where, okay, your Apshala will run ads in different social media platforms. Okay, they will run ads in your Facebook, they will run ads on your Google, they will run ads on your Twitter, like this. They will interact with the customers, they will get the data from the customers. Yes or no? Right? They'll get the data from the customers and they will store that in something called as CRM, customer relationship management. This is the data. This data is nothing but your raw data. Now CRM is acting one source to hold the data. They can store the data in CRM, or they can store the data in your database, or they can store the data in your CSV files, or they can store the data in your Excel files, or they can store the data in JSON files. Okay, okay, web enabled models, basically they can basically store the data anywhere they want. These are all what, sir? These are all different data sources where we can store your raw data. They can store the data on your cloud also. Yes or no? Apshala can store the data on your cloud also. So these are all different data sources where they can store the data. Okay, what kind of data? Raw data. Why I'm telling it is raw data? Because that is the data that is collected first from your customers. That is a raw data. Okay, it cannot be processed, it cannot be basically directly consumed for your analytics or for your machine learning model to get trained. Before training your machine learning model, or before performing certain analytics, I need to involve in some data transformations, I need to clean the data. All these things we'll discuss now. Okay, so now what we do basically, so we'll understand the concept of your raw data first. Okay, then we'll go step by step. So what I'm telling you, your Apshala, basically it is running some ads, social media ads, and is collecting the data and storing the data in a CRM, customer relationship management. So from that data, from your software, we can download that raw data and we can start working on your raw data. So how you collect the data? First of all, this is the important. Basically, you should be able to understand how you collect your data, where your raw data will be there, whether the data will be there in your CRM, or whether the data is in your database, whether data is in your cloud. How to extract the data? That is very, very, very important in your data science. Okay, so let us just for your understanding, let us just get into a CRM, Apshala CRM, where they have given some access to us. Okay, so this is your Apshala CRM where they're collecting all the data. Okay, now, so let me just download this, what do you call, downloads these leads. Okay, so now I'm able to download this lead information. Okay, so in the form of Excel file. Okay, so just so this is your lead information. Okay, now see here, I'm downloading this data in the form of Excel file like this. This is your raw data. This is your raw data that has been collected from your Apshala. Now see here, this is your raw data. Okay, fine. So now see here, basically there are something, NA. Now see here, there is something called as, there is a null value. There is no name, but we have phone number. Even the phone number is invalid. These are all messy data. This is the irregularities in your data, raw data. See here, there is a missing value here. Yes or no? Okay. So these are all irregularities in your raw data. Yes or no? There is no proper what you call formats, all these things. Fine. Okay. So this is nothing but your raw data. How we collected your raw data? With help of your CRM. Okay, we stored in your Excel file, and we also understood what are the irregularities in your raw data. So for example, now here something he has given, So instead of names, animals he has given. Okay, the student has given his name as an animal. Okay, this is an irregularity in the data, right? And even he has given some what you call only 4-digit mobile number. This is one irregularity. Here also see here AZDA something, So all these are irregularities in your raw data which we cannot directly use, okay, to what you call to analyze your what you call Upshala business, or give some predictive models to your Upshala business. Okay, in future how many students will be getting to join your program? Yes or no, right? So basically, I cannot use the data directly. Right? I need to involve in some data transformation. That is nothing but that's what understanding your raw data is very important. How we understand what is raw data. So your data analytics is all about it is a science of analyzing your raw data in order to derive a conclusion regarding the information they hold. Okay, fine. So what now you download the raw data of Apshala. What conclusion you want to what do you call it derive? What information you want to get from the raw data? That is very important. Whether you want sales information, whether you want how many people the students are experienced, who doesn't have experience. Okay, how many students are from Bangalore city? How many students are from different Maharashtra? Yes or no? These are all the different what do you call conclusions or business insights I can get from your raw data. This is nothing but your data analytics. This is nothing but your data analytics. And whatever the data we have seen, this is nothing but your data set. This is nothing but your data set. What is data set? Organizing of data. So this is your data. See here, this is your data. How you organize, sir? In the form of your rows, in the form of your column. Yes or no? Every column is having column name, phone number, email ID, registration, and every row is having row ID. So if you are able to organize your data in a proper format like this in the form of rows and columns, that is nothing but your term called data set. It's called as a data set, which is a very, very fundamental block of your data science, where you need to understand. What is data set? It's nothing but your set of data, a collection of data which is represented in the form of tabular column or your sheet, Excel sheet. This is nothing but data set. Now this is a sales data set where you have where the complete data is organized into different rows, different columns. Okay, each row is having row ID, each column is having column name. Okay, so this is nothing but your data set. This is nothing but your data set. And why I'm calling it as a raw data set? Because it's the first data that I collected from your systems. Okay, fine. So now basically, what does this data analyst will do? Okay, so basically, so he collects the raw data. He will identify different sources of your raw data. Just now we identified, right? Your Apsara is storing the data in your CRM like this. We directly connected your CRM. We started downloading the raw data. Similarly, as a data scientist, a data analyst, if a data scientist is taking a role of your data analyst, he identifies the raw data and he will decide whether it is structured or unstructured data. Okay, then not only identify that, he will involve in some data transformation techniques. Okay, then he will store the data in your warehouse. Basically, he will be responsible to design the complete ecosystem of your data. What is the complete ecosystem of your data? Okay, finding the data sources, then connecting to the data sources, building the pipelines, extracting the data, loading the data to different sources, then again building the pipelines, loading the data to your data warehouse. Okay, once we load the data to your data warehouse, not only loading the data to your data warehouse, basically he will use different tools to analyze the data. Okay, then he also to predict the data. Fine, he will develop some machine learning algorithms. He will also use some tools like Power BI, Tableau, dot to analyze the data to get some business insights. Okay, so and basically he will also involved in what you call developing some machine learning models or deep learning models. Okay, and start giving the predictions. One thing you should understand that nowadays many companies are using fancy words. Okay, fancy designations. Okay, in your data science, like your machine learning developer, generative AI developer. Nowadays it is a buzz, but when you go to the big companies, the only one designation they give is data analyst. Data analyst is nothing but your data scientist. Data analyst is a big word. Okay, it's a very, very big word. It's an ocean. Okay, so where you carry out whatever you do in your data science is nothing but your data analytics activities. Okay, so Now, when I come to the different, what are the different activities of your data analyst, data analytics? Basically, see, throughout the life cycle of your data science. Okay, if I talk about your data scientist, what a data scientist will do in your organization, it can be a Flipkart, a Netflix, or whatever maybe. Okay, what a data scientist will do in your organization throughout his life, he will perform these four kind of analytics. Four kind of analytics. What are the four kind of analytics? One is descriptive analytics, second is your diagnostic analytics, then third is your predictive analytics, fourth your prospective analytics. If you are able to understand these four kinds of analytics, this is nothing but your data science. Nothing but your data science. The complete, I can say, the heart of your data science is the four kinds of this analytics. Why? Because, okay, whatever you are talking, for example, if I talk about your machine learning model, okay, this comes under your predictive analytics. If I talk about your deep learning, it comes under predictive analytics. NLP, it comes under the predictive analytics. Okay. When I talk about your generative AI, it comes about your prospective analytics. Okay. So if I talk about your data analytics, it comes under your descriptive and diagnostic analytics. So whatever I talk about your data science, it falls under the category of four kinds of analytics. That is the reason why it is very, very important to understand the concept called types of data analytics. Now you understand theoretically what is data analytics. You also understood, what a data analyst will do. Okay. Now you need to understand different types of data analytics. Okay. See, for example, you got a fever, right? Okay, you got a fever, right? Then what you will do? You go to your doctor, right? You tell to the doctor, doctor, I'm getting some headache, my body temperature is rising, I'm feeling very giddiness. Okay, that is you are trying to explain or describe your condition. Yes or no, right? That kind of analytics is nothing but your descriptive analytics. A very simple layman words I'm using. Okay, what is that kind of analytics? Descriptive analytics. Just you are trying to describe your situation there, right? Okay, but never you tried to diagnose, to understand what is the reason for your fever. Yes or no? Who will do that? Doctor will do that, right? So what he will do? Doctor, he will use stethoscope, he will conduct some blood test, urine test, something, all he will do some diagnosis, and he will try to answer for the question called what is the reason you got a fever. That is, he will try to understand the cause for the fever. Yes or no? That kind of analytics, whatever the doctor is doing, is nothing but your diagnostic analytics. Diagnostic analytics will answer for the question called why did this happen, why you got a fever. Okay. Okay, so if you answer for the question called why you got a fever, then that is nothing but your diagnostic analytics. Okay, now if you answer for the question called what happened, I got a fever, that's it. Okay, that is nothing but your descriptive analytics. Now the same doctor will tell you, see, if you are not following proper medications, if you are not following proper hygienic food and all, obviously, I can predict that in future also you may get a fever again. That is nothing but your few predictive analytics. Okay, so basically doctor can, basically he will predict that in future you may get like this. Okay, so take some precautions. So if you answer for the question called what might happen in the future, that is nothing but your predictive analytics. Okay, then what should you do next? For example, if you don't want to get a fever in the next coming years, what precautions you should take? That is nothing but your prescriptive analytics, which is a part of your predictive analytics. Not only it will predict, but also it will take some measures to avoid that circumstances. Okay, so if you are able to understand these four types of app, use a generic word like doctor, patient, and all, but I'll make you to understand what is these four types of analytics in depth. Okay, so if you understand these four types of analytics, okay, that is nothing but your data science. What I can tell. Fine. So now, without wasting our time to make the class very interactive, let us just basically start your concept of your Power BI. See, what is this Power BI? See, do not worry about why I'm starting your Power BI the first class itself. Why? Because it's a layman. See, Power BI anyone can study basically. It is a tool, data analytical tool, which is used not only for data. See, any number of things I can do with help of your Power BI. Okay, I can extract the data from different sources. I can identify the sources. I can extract the data, I can integrate the data, I can clean the data, okay, I can load the data. Basically, then I can start analyzing my data, getting some business insights. That is, I can do my data science activities into my day-to-day life using the tool called Power BI. So, and it is the best time to start your Power BI from the day one, so that I can start explaining you the data science, what you call theoretical concepts in a practical way, so that you get more easy, way of understanding. Okay, so this is way we can do practically your data science. Otherwise, you get messed up actually. Okay, so basically, let us kickstart your Power BI. So before getting into that, yes, today I will introduce about your what is Power BI, what are the different functions of Power BI. Now I will make you to understand the concept of data analytics. Okay, data science and data analyst. Okay, we have studied what is data analytics, right? So it is nothing but science of analyzing. You are telling that it is a science of analyzing raw data set, but how can you do practically? How can you prove me practically, right? So that we are going to discuss now. Fine. Okay. So till now, any queries? Till this, any queries, guys? If you have any queries, just ping me. Just I will be handling you queries. Any queries? Jaldeep, Mukul?
No, Rutvik.
All right. Okay, great. So now, so let us kickstart. So don't worry about all these theoretical, n number of things are there. Don't worry about all these slides. Okay. So just focus on, let us kickstart your Power BI. Okay. See, what is this Power BI? So Power BI is nothing but your, I can say, data analytical or data science tool. Okay. It is one of the tool which is used by your data scientists to perform day-to-day activities of your data science, uh, you know, in your data science companies, basically. So if you're working in your data science company or you're working as a data scientist, you need to take the role of your Power BI developer, okay, where to perform end-to-end activities of your data science. Okay. So basically, I can say Power BI is one of the world's leading business intelligence platform. Okay. So now there are a lot of advancements in your Power BI because of your advent of your generative AI. Lot of things has been integrated. Really, you will enjoy the classes of your Power BI. You try to get business insights, basically data science insights, and I can say it's the heart of your data science. I can say it's the heart of your data science. Why? Because whenever you are developing your data science projects, see, I'll tell you one before getting into Power BI. Again, I'll go back to your slide. This slide. Okay, as I told you, data science basically it is an interdisciplinary department. Basically, it depends upon many departments. It depends upon your many departments. When I tell many departments, you are telling it is a cloud. Your raw data is stored in your cloud, right? How can you extract the data from your cloud? By creating some data flows in your Azure Data Factory. What is data flow? It is one of the object in your data science that you created. It's one of the object. Okay. Now, similarly, so once we create your data flow, okay, we store the data, in your basically something called as lake house. Lake house is one of the object in your data science, right? then we create something data warehouse. Data warehouse is one of the object in your data science. Okay. Then we create something called as what do you call in your data engineering, we create some transformations in your notebooks. Notebooks is one of the object in your data science. Okay. Then we create some reports in your data analytics. Reports is one of the objects of your data science. We create some dashboards, okay, in your data science. The dashboards, real-time dashboards is one of the objects in your data science. Then we develop some machine learning models, okay, to predict some data, or deep learning models to predict some data. These are all different objects in data science, where you are storing all these objects in your data science project, where you are storing, okay, you in something called as workspace. Where is that workspace? It's side in your data analytics Power BI. Okay, workspace is a concept of your Power BI. Okay, so this you will understand in future when I'm daily, if I go on taking classes. Okay, what are these and all? Now it looks bit vague, but however, why you need to kickstart your Power BI in the first class? Because, okay, so in tomorrow's class I will tell you whatever the components you are developing your data science projects, all those components you are storing in area called as workspace. Workspace is one of the component or related concept that is inside your Power BI. Okay, so that is the reason why first today we'll kickstart your concept of your Power BI, then we'll get into different things. So what is your Microsoft Power BI? It is I can say it is a very powerful data science tool or analytical tool to perform your day-to-day. As a data scientist, if you want to perform my day-to-day business activities, okay, I need to use this tool called Power BI. Now, how many tools are there to perform these analytical activities? There are many tools like your Tableau, Pixels. Why I'm not able to discuss all these things in my class? Because they are absolute now. So because of dominant features of your Microsoft Power BI, those tools are not no more, basically they're not, most of the industries they're not using that. Even though they were using that, migrating to your Power BI. Okay, fine. So because of simplicity of your Power BI, because of n number of what you call features that are available in the Power BI, which are very helpful to conduct my data science projects. Okay, so this is about your Power BI. So why are calling it as a Microsoft Power BI? Because this Power BI has been integrated. It has been basically designed and developed by a company called Microsoft. Okay, Microsoft is I can say is a father of your data science. Fine, they're coming with lot of tools. They're implementing lot of tools in your AI space, and they're creating one ecosystems. Okay, and Microsoft is very famous for no code technology. What is that? No code, no need of coding, sir. Okay, if you are something thinking in your mind that you should code a lot your data science, no, you are in the wrong path. No need of coding, just you need to understand the coding, that's it. That is the reason why Microsoft very very important. Okay, see, for example, if you want to what you call create some machine learning algorithms, no need of coding, it will take care of everything. Only that you should be able to understand how that coding will work. That's it. That I'll be helping you to get into the classes. Don't need to worry about that. So now coming to the Microsoft, how can I download this software? Is the Microsoft is a what you called it is a single unified software or a different components? Microsoft is a combination of different components. Okay, so the first most important components of your Microsoft were, okay, we call it as the Power BI desktop. We call it the Power BI desktop. This is the first important component of your Power BI. Then we call Power Query Editor. This is the second most important component of your Power BI. The third most important component of Power BI is Power BI Service Cloud. Service Cloud. Okay, so what are the three important components of our Power BI? One is your desktop. Okay, the first important component. Second is your Power Query Editor. Then your Service Cloud. Now, whenever you are downloading your Power BI software, we download this desktop. We never download your Power Query Editor or Service Cloud. Why? Because this Power Query Editor and Service Clouds, they are inbuilt in your desktop. You no need to download them separately. Okay, whenever you are downloading your Power BI desktop, automatically they are inbuilt in your Power BI desktop itself. Okay, now what did you understood by downloading your Power BI? It's nothing but you are downloading your desktop. So let us now in today's class. Okay, because as if first class, I don't want to bore you. Okay, so you need some time to assimilate. Let us try to download your Power BI. Very simple. Go to your what you call Microsoft. Okay, Microsoft. Okay, Power BI. Okay, just download. Fine, just click on your Google. Okay, so this is your official website of your Microsoft Power BI. Get into that. Okay, just start. You can directly download the Power BI. When you download your Power BI, okay, so you have, if you are using, we highly recommend you to use your Microsoft what you call operating system apart from Apple or Mac. Okay, so that you have something called here, Microsoft Store. In your Microsoft Store, okay, automatically your Power BI will be inbuilt. Basically, just you can search here for your Power BI. Okay, so so this is not about your Power BI. Okay, see here we are calling it as a Power BI desktop. So what did you understood by downloading the Power BI? It's nothing but you are downloading your Power BI desktop. Downloading your Power BI desktop. Okay. So once you download your, see already I downloaded, that is the reason why it is showing me open. If you are not downloaded, it will show you please download, please click on download. It will take some time to install, then it will show you as open. So when you click on, see, one thing you should understand, I am not downloading the two other components. This is the first component of your Power BI called Power BI desktop. It is a desktop component. It is a exe.exe file. Basically, it is an executable file. It is only available on desktop. It is not a cloud component. It is a desktop component. It gets installed on your local system. It will consume some space in your local system. Okay. Now I'm not installing your second component. What is that second component? Your Power Query Editor. Okay. I'm not installing that second component. I'm not installing the third component. What is that? Your Power BI Service Cloud. Why? Because these two components are integrated in your desktop. I can trigger these two components from the desktop itself. That is the reason why no need to install them separately. Okay. So now let us just understand today what you call each and every component of your Power BI. I mean, three components and what is their uses. As I told you, your Power BI is a combination of different components. Okay, so basically, it is not a single unified software. It is a combination of your different components. The first three components are your desktop, then Power Query Editor, then your Power BI Service Cloud. Okay, every component depend upon other components. Okay, for their use. For example, your desktop will depend upon your Power Query Editor. Your Power Query Editor depends upon your desktop. Your Power Query Editor, again, both desktop and Power Query Editor, both depends upon your Service Cloud. So like this, every component will interact with each other, okay, to provide some solutions. Okay. So now in today's class, just practically we'll try to understand your data analytics and data science by getting into a Power BI. Just click on open. Click on open. So when you click on open, your look and feel of your Power BI desktop will be what you call coming in front of your eyes. Okay. So how this is nothing but your look and feel of your Power BI desktop. You are able to see something called as Power BI desktop here, right? Okay. So this is your Power BI desktop. This is the first page what you are able to see on your Power BI desktop. Okay. Now here you are able to see something called as sign in. I already signed in with help of my account called Ludwig account. The very, very important, sir, you need to sign in with your corporate account. See here, apshala.com. I took the permission of your apshala.com. Okay, so basically this is very, very, very important. So otherwise what happens, you can't enjoy the complete flavors of your Power BI. So that is the reason why basically we will give you one standard account for you. Don't worry, I'll tomorrow's class I will give you a standard account where you can log in and start practicing your data science on your Power BI platform. So now basically you are able to see some what you call already worked on files, okay, by your n number of friends. Don't worry about this. Now what is your work? As soon as you enter into your Power BI desktop, click on blank report. Click on blank report. Right. So just when you click on blank report, this is the first user interface what you are going to dealt with your Power BI. Okay. So it's a tool, sir. It basically is a tool, okay, used by your data scientists. Okay. Now, see, basically, whenever you enter into your Power BI desktop, you will be first, in the view called report view. What is it? Report view. Okay. So now here we have different views for your desktop. One is your report view. This is a default view whenever you enter into your Power BI desktop, where you have canvas, white space called as canvas. What is the use of this canvas? I can get the business insights. I can develop some visualizations in your tool. I can get some business insights. Okay. So, and we have three panes. What are the three panes? One is filter pane, visualization panes, and data panes. See, what is the use of this filter pane? For example, I want to filter the data and I want to visualize my data accordingly. I can use a filter pane. What is the use of this visualization pane? In what manner I can visualize my data, whether I want to visualize my data in the pie chart manner or a column chart manner, what manner I want to visualize my data, I can use his. Then what is this data pane? Whenever I load my data set into your Power BI, where I'll be storing my data set? Here in this data pane, I'll be storing my data set. Okay. So these are the different panes we call as the panes, and this is the canvas. And the default view, what you are in the, it's about your report view. Now see here, you are able to see the same some icon called report icon. Okay, it's a report view basically, where you are generate your reports, or basically you can generate your, you can visualize your data. Okay, so now, so not only do you see Power BI, basically I can connect with n number of data, basically data sets. Okay, so basically, I can connect to n number of data sources, I can extract the data, I can transform the data, I can load the data. So now let us understand, okay, how to extract the data from your Excel file. So assume that you have a data set in your Excel file. Okay, let me basically, load the data, take the data from your what you call. Don't worry about all these things. Tomorrow's class I'll go very slowly. Now I want to explain you the concept of your data science analytics using a Power BI. So what I'll do, just I will, here you are able to see something called as import from Excel file, right? Okay, just click on this basically. So I have some small data set, retail data set in your Excel file that is stored on your system, local system. Just click on your import from Excel file. Then you have something called as downloads. Okay, so something, let me, what you called, sample superstore data. Yeah, so this is the sample superstore data. So basically this is the data which is called as a retail data set. Okay, what we collected. Don't worry about this, I'll explain you how we got your data. Now see here, just I am loading, just I am selecting these tables like orders table, where I have all the orders information, returns table. Okay, so then your users table. Okay, basically I'm selecting your all the data. Just now see here, when basically just click on load, I do have an options of load. Okay, so I have option of transform, all these things. Don't worry about these transforms and all. Just click on load. When you click on load, what is happening here, your Power BI is connecting to the data source and extracting the data source. Yes or no? It is extracting the data from your data source. Okay, what kind of data source? It's an Excel data source, right? So now we are trying to connect to the data source and we are extracting the data. Okay, now we are loading the data to your system. See here, you are loading, the data got loaded. Now you are able to see the skeleton of your data. That is, this is your orders table and these are your columns. Yes or no? Different columns in your orders table. Okay, so basically we store your data in the form of tables. Now how can I view? I'm not able to view the data inside, just I'm able to view the columns and names and table names. But how can I view the data? Because you are in the report view, you can't view the data. If you want to view the data, get inside your something called as table view. Now when I click on table view, now see here, you can see all the data that is stored in your orders table. This is your orders table where I can see your all your data. This is nothing but a data set. This is nothing but a raw data set, basically how I loaded your system. Okay, now these are all different tables, basically which are related to each other. Basically these are related to each other. If you want to give some relations to these tables, I need to get into something called as model view. Now see here, this is a model view where these tables are represented like cards. I can provide some relationships to get each other. Okay, to form something called as data model. These things we'll discuss later class. Now I want to write some programs on these tables. Okay, small programs on this table to retrieve the data. Then I will go something called as DAX query view. DAX is nothing but DAX is nothing but data analysis expression. It is a formula based programming language in your Power BI where I can query the data from your system. So don't worry about all these things. We'll discuss in next classes. So basically try to understand your Power BI desktop is having three views. One is your report view, another is your data view, another your model view, then DAX view. Okay. Now you are by default, you will be in your report view. What you did, basically you connected your Power BI to the Excel file, you loaded the data to your Power BI. Okay. Now let us analyze, let us perform certain data analytics activities. What I want to analyze, see basically I want to analyze, I want to get some insights in your data. What is the insights in your data? So I want to know what is my sales of my companies over the periods of years. What I'll do, I'll just click on this column chart. I'll add this column chart, okay, to my system. Then I'll go to my orders table. I will just drag and drop my sales along with the order date. Now automatically, now see here, it is giving me the best business insights. Okay, what is my sales, okay, over next period of years. See here, this is my sales in 2010, 1.92 billion. In 2011, 1.94, 2012, 2.23, 2013, 2.25. Okay, so basically just I analyzed my sales data like this, and I'm telling that the sales is increasing every year. The sales is increasing every year. Now, what kind of analysis I am doing, sir? Here, I am able to do something called as descriptive analytics. Yes or no? That is, what is descriptive analytics? Just extract the data, then load the data, and try to describe the data. Okay, just what I'm describing. See, boss, what are the data? Based on the data you have given, I try to describe the data, and I'm telling that this is your sales for every year, and sales is increasing. But I don't know why the sales is increasing. I don't know the reason why the sales is increasing, but I know that the sales is increasing, and that is I'm able to simply describe the event. That's it. This kind of analytics is called as descriptive analytics. Now tell me, as a data scientist, okay, I'm using your tools like Power BI in order to get some better business insights in your data. Yes or no? That is how I'm able to get these business insights with the help of your Power BI. So Power BI is a tool. Basically, as a data scientist, I can use this tool called Power BI to extract the data. Okay, then I started getting some business insights. Okay, understand the data and getting some business insights from this data. This is nothing but your data science definition, data analytics definition, what we have discussed today, both theoretically and practically. So what is your data analytics? Basically, data analytics is all about analyzing your raw data sets. Okay, so when you go back to your previous slide of your data analytics, okay, so it's all about your data analytics. Okay, so it's a science of analyzing the raw data sets in order to derive the conclusion regarding the information they hold. Yes or no? So what we did here in this class, we have installed your Power BI, we started extracting your raw data sets, and we are trying to understand the raw data sets in this manner. Okay, why we are trying to understand? To get the insights in your data, business data, and basically why we are getting the insights in your business data, in order to analyze your to get some business insights. Yes or no? So what are the business insights? What is my sales across every year? How it is trending, basically, whether it's increasing or decreasing. It is increasing. So these kinds of business insights will be able to handle with the help of your tools like your Power BI. So this is how your data scientist will work in your organization practically rather than theoretically. Hope you understood. Hope you enjoyed the class today. So tomorrow's class we will discuss in detail. We'll start your kickstart your Power BI. We'll start working on your Power BI, and parallelly, I'll be handling your concepts of your data science. Fine, guys. So any queries here? Any queries?
No, as of now, no, Rutvik.
No, Rutvik.
So fine, but you understood, right? So overall, like basically,
Right.
data science, you got a glimpse of your data science. Now you came to know that you need to study more, right? Yeah.
Right.
Thank you so much. So we'll be uploading this class. This class is recording. So everyone, see, I created one folder for everyone. Okay, in this class. Okay, so basically, just let me open your. Okay, so I created one folder. Okay, in your drive. So basically, all the recordings will be uploading in your folders. Okay, day-to-day recordings. Okay, so basically, just suppose this was Jaldeep. So I created a folder in Jaldeep. As of now, no recordings are there. So where after some time we'll be uploading the recordings. Just go through it. Just do some hands-on and come to the next classes. Okay, these 5 classes are very important for you. Very important till Friday, where we'll be discussing many things. Okay, fine.
Okay.
Fine, guys. Thank you so much. See you in the
Thank you.
tomorrow, same class, same time, 7 o'clock. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.